So now we need to check for the each and every script where exactly it is any dynamic value will be there, and same to the any login details like username and password details will be there. So you need to find for the those things. Means see, you can observe for login point of view, we are given username and password. So you can do for the parameterization, means how we can do for here means here you can click on thread and sampler. We have the preprocessor will be there, post processor. Preprocessor nothing but it is the parameterization concept, user parameter. Post processor nothing but correlation, boundary extractor, regular expression extractor, JSON extractor, nothing but these will be correlation functions. So going to now we can discuss with the parameterization preprocessor. So here we can call it as a preprocessor. Now you need to click on user parameter. So just click on user parameter. So you can put it for the above. Then you need to give, this is the username, right? You can give for the name of this one parameter name is I'm giving for the username. And now you need to add value, means you can click on this is the add value. Everyone able to see my cursor? Click on add value, so it will come. Then you need to give for the username. You need to give for the user and value. You need to pass it as a what is the value? Username, right? Means value also means you can observe here where login details. So you can observe username, user login will be username. Okay. So and password will be password. So that is why I'm doing for this is the username and giving as a value will be username. This is the name of the user. So like this we need to add for the how many values means you can add. So you can give it as a now password. I'm giving PW and you need to give for the value password PASSW or the password. So now we need to replace with value. How we can replace with value means you can go to the where it is showing, right? You can go to here and here in this place we need to give is a like dollar and open curly brace. And what is the name username we are given? User, right? You can go here and you can observe also user only we are given. So you can go to this step again and you need to give for the cap. You can copy and paste user and password. Okay, now you can go to here and give for the name as user and you can close for the curly brace. And password also you need to do for the same thing. You can click on this and enter for the open curly brace, close curly brace, and give as a PW given for name. You can give so parameterization we can do for like this, and SM2 we can do for the one more way. That will be we need to go to the here and in preprocessor. Nothing sampler CSV data set will be there. Logic controller. Config element. CSV data set. Yeah, everyone able to see CSV data set. So add and config element CSV data set. Everyone able to see? So you can click on this also, we can do for the parameterization. Now you need to give for the means you need to prepare for the data like this. You can open Notepad. Okay, you can open Notepad. Once open Notepad, we need to give for the names like user comma name. Okay, and you need to give for the names. What is them? Username comma password. You can give it as a password and you can save as. You can save anywhere. Okay, you can saving for the desktop, so you can give it as a test data. Okay, test data. Dot so you can give for the test data 1 2 already there dot CSV and GUI. means CSV file. So I'm giving all files. Now I click on this. So it is saved as a .csv file. Now we can go to the um, desktop and you can observe it will created for the test data 11. This is only right. Test data 1. We are given which name? Test data 11. This is ours. See, it is a .csv. It is converted. Now what you can do? You can go to the our script. This is the browser. You can click on this browser and in desktop select for the file name like what is that test data 11, right? Ours. See, this is ours. So you can select this, can import, and after that you need to give for the, here will be by default you need to give for the UTF-8 by default, that one, and here will be you need to give for the variable names. What are the variable names we are given? User comma and password I given. So if you want means you can go and see that also. You can go and open this thing. So now you can observe given sorry, name will be name, not name. Okay. So I'm giving for the name, not name. What is name? Password, right? So password. Control S. You can close it. And now we can again you can import test data 12. You can import. And now you can give for the user comma password and ignore first line, only use it for the if variable if not empty. Ignore first line means if you want to ignore first line means you can give false. If you don't want means you can give for the true. And we are delimiting means it is you can delimiting with the comma means you can give for the comma. If you want for the tab means you can give for the tab. So we need to give for the tab means space. So after that this will be everything will be same, false, true for everything. And for you want to now once you can click on this is the save. So this is the save button. You can click on this. You need to save means you can save this one. For example, I'm saving for the Jmeter scripts, and you need to give for the name. Script name you need to give. Account I'm giving. Account. Okay, account.jmx. So you can observe in load a Jmeter file extension script action is with .jmxx. Okay, so you can save it. So now it is saved, right? Now you can execute. Before executing, what you can do means you can keep this CSV data in the above. So now we'll try one by one. First, we need to disable this. First, we'll see for this will how it will work, and after that we can disable this one. You can see. So we can do for the parameterization two ways. So I show for the two ways. So now we can execute. Before executing, you want to see the results means view results tree. You can go and same to the values replaced or not. You need to see means you can go to the sampler and select for the debug sampler. See, this is the debug sampler. Now you can execute. You can save this, and this is the execute button. Before you can go to here. Before that, you need to clear this. This you can clear this means you can click on this button. Clear. Now everything is clear, right? Now you can start execution. Okay, you can click on operand or resisting. See, it is executing. Launch done. And login and log out debug sampler. So we are executed only one iteration. That is why it is executed on iteration. Now you can observe password is equal password came, user is equal username came. It will picked or not values. So we replaced here. You can observe in the replace place, it is picking for these values, username and password. And you have the other data, means we can give for the other data also, but we have the only right now only two data, right? I given for the two data. So now this is working fine, right? Now we can enable this, disable this, sorry. Now we can enable this one, CSV data set. So now you can again save it and go to the view results tree. View results tree nothing but we need to results see, means you can see the here results. Now you can clear this. Again you can execute and click on okay. Now it is the launch happen and login and log out. So everything is done. Now you can observe. See, it is picked, right? Password is equal pass and user is equal to username. You can observe. So two ways we can do for the parameterization. That is why I show for the two ways. Okay. You can do for the any way. Okay. Problem, no problem. Okay. So everyone understand, right? Parameterization, how we done. So now parameterization done. Now you can do for the correlation. You need to check for the where it is exactly value in correlation. So click on this and each request you can see it's a get request. You can click on this. Now you can observe this is the user token, nothing but this is the section ID or token ID. It is the changing. So now we can copy the dynamic value. How we copy the views, and same thing you need to copy here and go to the view results tree and click on here, enter here, click on search. Now you can observe it is showing for here, means you need to T0 to 8 place you need to write for the function. So before that you need to find the boundaries. Where we need to find the boundaries, you need to check for the boundaries. So we need to check for the token value, where it is the token value. So for example, you can copy and paste it and check for the each request wise you need to check. This will be entire script will search. So it is showing for here. Now we can go to here and I can search here. See, you can observe. See, everyone able to see? It is showing for this is the value. So now we can copy this. How we can copy there, and you need to copy for entire dynamic value and keep it in one notepad. One notepad. So it is showing. Then you can click on. So now again you can search for dynamic value. So now you can observe it is showing for the first place, which where it is showing T0 to 28. For this place, you need to write for the function T080 place, you need to write the function. Okay. So you need to go to this place where it is there. So this is that, right? So for here, you need to write for the function. Before that, you need to write for the function. It is showing for here. So what you can do, you need to do for the function, means you can click on here and add and sampler. We have the already told, right? We have the preprocessor, post processor. Post processor nothing but correlation point of view. You need to select for the boundary extractor. This will be boundary extractor. So once you can select the boundary extractor, you need to give for the name. What is the name? Token underscore COR. Why you are given a token correlation value. So you need to give for the left boundary, right boundary. So this entire value will be left. You can copy and paste it, and this value will be right. And you need to give for the default value. If you that value not will there, you can get for the not found. Okay. So now you can once save it. This is the save it, and you need to come to the view results tree. Now we can clear this and now we can execute. See, now you can observe debug sampler. It will be successfully token value capture or not. We need to check. See, you can observe token core is equal to not found. It came. Means the value is not capturing for that place. So you need to, where we need to write, you can check for that. So search. It is showing for where it is showing. So you need to write for the T080 place. So now you can put it this one, drag and drop, and now you can save it again. Now again you can execute. Before execute, you need to clear every time. You need to clear for the view results tree. So this is smoke test point of view, nothing but just script is working for point of view. We are doing load test will be different. So we can discuss that also for today itself. So we can observe we are doing launches happen and login and log out. So now we can check for the token, and still token is equal to not found we are getting. So why it is getting? So we can check for this. I think so login this one, right? Before request we need to write. It is showing for the login, right? You need to write for the launch. So in the launch place you need to write for that correlation. So for that you need to go to here and keep here, and now we can save it, and again go to the view results tree and clear this, and again run. Still it is not picking, so we need to check why anything is wrong. Boundaries, okay, it is came some gap. Yeah, see, you can observe here some gap is came, so copy paste. So that is why copy paste also you can do for careful. Now we can again do it, and now we'll see, clear it and execute. Still it is failing. Abhi is not there. Abhi now only joined. No? Hello. Hello. Abhi,
Yeah,
మీరు ఇప్పుడే జాయిన్ అయ్యారా?
లేదు సార్ కరెంట్ పోయింది, వైఫై ఆఫ్ అయిపోయింది.
కరెంట్ పోయిందా? ఓకే.
ఇంతకుముందు జాయిన్ అయ్యాను, ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్ పోయింది, పవర్ ఆఫ్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే.
మళ్ళీ జాయిన్ అయ్యాను.
నో ప్రాబ్లం, నో. See, now can I observe token core value is equal to value speaked. So how we can do for correlation means first you need to find the dynamic value. Where it is there, dynamic value, you can observe here will be there. You can copy this dynamic value. Again, I'm showing for your understanding point of view. So you can copy this and go to the view results tree. Once execute only, you can open this and you can copy here, and control we can click it and click on search. This will be global search. Just you can click on this, and you can observe it is showing for the where it is showing T8 it is showing. So you need to write for the for that place, you need to write for the correlation value. So now that is why, so you where I written for this before the request, you need to write for that 208. So where it is showing for the above request, this is the boundary extractor. So how I added it? Just click on this and add preprocessor will be there. You need to add for the preprocessor, post processor. In the post processor, this is a boundary extractor. Click on this, you can add, and we have to edit also. So for you are done for the token, then you can give it as a token. So now you can replace. In this place, you can replace. Control, you can replace means same thing you can replace. So before you can what name you are given, you can copy this one token core and go to this place. Here same thing how we are given parameterization, you can give for same dollar open curly brace and give for the name and close it. And how many places will be there, you need to replace. Here also will be there, you can replace. You can remove this and dollar and control V. Oh, here also there many places will be there, control F will be there, you can do it that also. Search value you can give for search value. Oh, search value will be this, right? You can give for this name, control A, control C, and give it this one. We need to replace with this value, right? You can replace. How we can replace? Dollar and open curly brace and give for the parameter name, control and replace. We have the search and replace will be there, replace and find also will be there. So you want to for the next means where it is showing for next means you can click on this next. So you can replace and find means it will replace and it will find. So you want for the next value will be there, it will show, but already done. So you can close it. Now you can observe all places will be replaced. Now we can execute. Every time you need to clear for this, the otherwise you can little bit confuse. Launch, login, logout. So now you can observe debug sampler. You can observe this is the token value, username, password also it is picked. So everything will be script is working fine. So now everything is done, right? So now we can do for the execution. So everything done, then you can so do for the execution means how we can do execution means you can click on this. For example, now you need to execute with the 10 users and give for the ramp up. How we will give for the ramp up means here will be ramp up period will be including for the 10 users. For example, 10 users we are giving, every user will be 5 seconds ramp up. So how much it will come? 50 seconds, right? So you can give for the 50 second. And for here you need to give for the duration of means you can select this one duration. Sorry, this is delay, this is the duration. So for example, you are execute with the 2 minutes means how much? Okay, 3 minutes you can exit. 3 minutes and means 180 seconds. So like this you need to design the scenario here. You no need want loop count means you can click for the infinity. Okay, we'll give for the count means you can give for the count also. Now we can save this. This is the save button. Now we can execute means now we can clear this. So you want to see the results means we need to add each and everything. We need to add here some. So add results in the sampler. How we added and listeners we need to add for the listeners aggregate report means we need to prepare the report means these are the reports we need. How much average transaction each and every transaction response time happen. So that is why we need to add for the average report aggregate report, and you want for the summary report means you can add summary report, and this all will be report purpose. So in the listener, you need to see for the any aggregate report we are given, and you want what? Okay.
Graph also.
Graph results means you can give for the graph results also. And we want for the any response time graph means you can go here and sampler. In the listener only everything will be there. So you want response time graph means you can give for the response time graph. You want to see the results in table format, you can go to here, and everything we need to add for here. Table format means you can view results in table. So like this you can add for the all results. Now we can start test. So click on here. This is the start button. Just click on start test, and now it will execute the test. So now you can observe here. This is the user count. Every 5 seconds, one user will be increased. So everyone able to see every 5 seconds means after 2 users, 3 users, up to how many users we are given? 10 users. And duration will be, this is the test duration. I think every time debug sampler no need for while executing the test, because debug sampler only we want to see the results. For example, we are done correlation, it is successfully or not, we need check. We are done for the parameterization, we need check means you can give for the debug sampler. After everything is done, no need to give for that one. So you can observe 9 users will be executed. Total duration will be 44 seconds, 45 minutes. See, 10 users will be ramp up means every user will be in field. Now they will execute with the how much time we are given, 3 minutes, right? It will execute that many times. Now we can observe for the results aggregate report. So now you can observe what are the transactions will be there. It will show launch URL, login, logout. So average will be, it will showing for this will be it will show as a microseconds. So you need to convert as a seconds, means 1.3 seconds. Like this it will come. So this will be total, average, medium, 90%. How we see for results in the analyzer. So everything will be same. So this is the summary report. Summary report also same like this only, but we can observe for the error percentage also. You can see this is the error percentage. So you can see 0% is errors. If you getting any error means it will show for the errors. And graphical oriented. So you can see, so graphical oriented, how it is response time graph and view results table. So this will be view results table. So each and every transaction, launch, how many time happen, login, and everything, it will show for the table format. So test will be run with the how many time, how much time it will run? 2 minutes, 50 seconds will run. Ramp up and SM to the including for the duration also it will come. So for here, what you need to observe while during the test, how will monitor for the CPU? Same thing you need to monitor for the CPU here also. Well, during the test, for example, now test is running, so you need to observe for the CPU memory, how much utilization it is going. So now you can observe 37 and 56, and it is reaching for the 74%. So it is we need to check for the, if it is now more than 80, then CPU memory is not sufficient. So in Jmeter, what will happen means, while doing for the GUI testing, so at that time CPU memory will be very consumed. So it will take for the more CPU and memory. 10 users only it is showing for the 74%. Now we can give for the 50 users, it will be reach for the more than that. We can do for that test also. So for maximum we'll finish today for Jmeter, everything GUI testing and non-GUI testing. Non-GUI testing nothing but we need to do for the testing in the command line. So I will show that also. Now we are doing for the, this is the GUI mode. So test will running, you can observe reports will be prepared. So test will be completed, right? So now you can observe 3 minutes, 1 second, the test will be finished. So now you can, these results will be full for the, where you want means you can full that. Otherwise you can give for the file name here, it will automatically save for here. So this is the GUI testing. Now we observe the CPU memory, how much it is time happen, The 74% happen for while during. So now, so for here, one more thing will be there. For near load runner, we have the 50 user license only will be there. But here you need to do for the how many number of users means you can do for that number of users. So now you need to do for the 100 users. We'll do for the 100 user test how it will happen. You can check. And I'm giving for the ramp up. How will give means every one user will be 2 seconds. I'm giving 2 seconds means how much it will come. 100 into 2 means 200 seconds.
100.
And test will run with the 180. Okay, 4 minutes. So now again you need to do for test means you can come to here, clear this. Sorry, execution started, right? You can clear this, and you want clear for this all means you can clear all also, it will be there. Everything will be clear. Current test results, everything will be clear. Now you can do for test again. So now start execution. Now we are doing for the 100 user test. So you can do for the number of user test, because if Jmeter will be open source tool, we can do for the number of users test also. But we need for the CPU memory, it is sufficient or not, you need to check. Now you can observe how many users will be ramp up. Now you can observe here, 10 users will be ramp up, 11 users. Means 200 seconds means how many minutes it will execute. All users will be 200 seconds means 120, 180 means more than 3 minutes will be all users will be executed. Now you can observe CPU and memory will be increasing. Last time we see for the 74, now you can observe 77%. SM2 all users also not came, and it is increasing CPU and memory also. So while doing the GUI mode, what will happen means CPU memory will be very more. So that is why we can prefer for the non-GUI mode for the Jmeter testing. I will show that also how to we can do. See, 40 users will be reached.
Sir, compared to load runner,
Yes.
it is so simple, sir. I mean,
Yeah,
creating
it's a very
parameters.
simple. Anyone can do the testing, and it is a free tool also.
And
Okay.
also we can execute with more number of users.
Yes.
Why can we use load runner, sir?
So actually, why we can do for the load runner means, see, for example, some you will be there. For example, you are will be client. So we are doing for the free means you are not accept.
Okay.
You will give for the some budget. Why for this project you need to finish this project means you need to give for the some budget. So this is a budget point of view. We need to buy the license and we need to show for the showcases. That is one thing. And going to the one more thing, results point of view, we are not get for the accurate results for in Jmeter compared to the load runner. That is also one more thing will be there. So these are the two major things. Small companies, they don't have budget, so what they can do, they will do for this testing only. Whatever may be results, it will be results will be accurate or not also, they don't know. So what are the results exactly coming here, they will give for us. So now you can observe 83 users game, our CPU memory is more than 82, it is crossing. Okay. CPU will be 80% cost, memory will be 80% cost crossed already. So you can observe 10 minutes will be 3 minutes will be ramp up only, it is happening. See now all 100 users will be access. See, CPU will be memory is crossing for the 87%. Means GUI mode will be we can consume for the main memory. Actually, majorly the GUI testing while doing for the GUI testing in Jmeter, memory will be more consumed. That is why we can go with the non-GUI mode. Maybe it is disconnected, again connect. Okay, we'll finish the non-GUI testing also. It's today itself. Maximum will finish all classes for today. If anything is pending, we can do it, or if nothing will be there, we can close our classes. See, so memory, how much it's cost? 90% cost. So more memory will be consumed for the GUI testing point of view.